Railroad Preserver 2000 here, back again doing another video. And guys, I'm going to be doing a live crossing of the Harahan Trestle. I'm going to see if I can record the whole walk across beginning to end live. I've done it already with a video camera, but it took 3 parts to do it, so we're going to just have to see how this works. I can guarantee the video will last all the way across. Sorry.
Because you're going to be in town.
I just wanted to get out of all those people's way. Yeah, let me switch the camera around. So, a bit of history on the bridge. The construction of it was started in 1914 and the bridge ended up being completed about 2 years later. Sorry, I'm trying to catch my breath. But yeah, the bridge was completed about 2 years later in 1916. And I think the roadways, including the one I'm walking on now, was completed a year after that and remained in service. The one I'm walking on, it and the one on the left side of the bridge actually were in use from 1917 until 1949, so they lasted until the highway bridge over there was built. That's what put these roadways I'm walking on out of commission. So, yeah. And of course, it's still used by the railroads that come into Memphis. So I'm gonna switch it back around and keep it on wide so you can see the top of the bridge. So here's a good idea of the very immaculate steel construction that makes up the actual overhead truss work of the bridge. As you can see, it's, part of my language, pretty damn impressive. And I mean, that's what always strikes me whenever I see these bridges. And I am glad that they allow you to walk across this one because you get to see this kind of steel work up close. And it kind of reminds me of an erector set, as crazy as it sounds. And of course, here's the original railing for the roadway. In fact, here is what you're seeing there is the bit of the roadway they haven't converted into a walkway. In fact, from the railing here to the other railing right here, that's about as wide as the road was. Now, of course, the last time I walked this bridge on my first visit up here, or down, I don't know, depending on which way you're driving, it's either up, down, or from wherever. I only walked to where the enclosed portion of the walkway started. I didn't go all the way across. I did go all the way across a few days ago, but I had my camera with me and filmed it that way. I didn't do it live, so I figured I'd do it live now. Again, here's looking up at the overhead truss work, and the thing you're seeing right there, right above my head, I don't mean the light, that right there was used to allow communication lines to cross the bridge. In fact, the insulator braces, I think that's what those are called, on the left side still have some glass insulators installed. So, yeah.
Hey, Daddy,
There's the halfway point between Tennessee and Arkansas.
That's the front. That's the border.
Sorry, sir. I've got a passport. Just kidding. No, I don't. You have to have passports to cross between countries, not between states. It'll be a bad day if they try to put that into a law. It's going to be a bad day if they try to make that a law. Again, more of that really impressive.
So I'm sitting in the middle of the aisle.
Which aisle was it? Again, here's this immaculate steel work. You've got X bracings on top, the riveted steel diagonal plates, as you can see. I don't know what those are called. Then you've got more X braces here on the sides, or at least partial X bracing. I mean, this is just a very immaculate structure as far as the steel work is concerned. Now, I don't know how well the video quality is coming out on y'all's end. It's clear for me, but that's probably going to be very bad for y'all. So I do apologize for that. Can't really fix that, to be honest with you. And of course, I don't see anyone on. I'm sure that's going to change soon enough. But yeah, let me switch it back around again here. Sorry, ignore the hand that's blocking the camera. And here is the mighty Mississippi River, which separates Arkansas and Tennessee. Let's continue on, shall we? I tried running across, but I don't have a way to keep the phone steady. There's actually 3 bridges right where I'm standing here. There's the one we're walking on, which is the Harahan Trestle, and the one right beside it is BNSF's main trestle that comes into Memphis. I originally thought this bridge was owned by Norfolk Southern, but it's not. It's originally was built for the Illinois Central, and then Union Pacific got a hold of it after that railroad merged with various other companies. I don't know which ones, but yeah. And then, of course, the bridge on the far left of these 2 railroad trestles is the highway bridge that put these 2 roadways, the one on this side and the one directly across there, out of business. Heck, in fact, I think this walkway I'm on is fairly new. I don't think they had it put in until fairly recently, now that I think about it. I'm not saying they put it in like a few months ago. It's probably been like maybe 2 or 3 years since they put it in. I really don't know. I'm honestly amazed they have a ladder going up right there. Don't know what they'd use it for. I guess for maintenance or something. 1916 to 2016, it'd be 100. But considering it's 100 and I think 3 or 4 years old and it's still standing, that's pretty damn remarkable. I don't know why that one communication bracing is that far out. Unless it was for like heavier duty cable. I really don't know. There's a good example of what I'm talking about. If you look, there are some glass insulators still on the poles, and I think what happens to them is just like that up there. Like if the wood I'm guessing they were just leaving them there until the wood rots away or gets to the point where it just can no longer support the insulator's weight, and the whole thing just eventually breaks apart and just falls into the river there, which is down below us. And also over there you can see where the weather has turned that field into a lake. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get some train watching done, and then maybe maybe head over to Buell Street for some lunch and then come back later on this evening to take some more photos of the neon that lines the street. So that's going to be interesting. Don't know if I'll be able to film though, because usually most of the stores there have a lot of music playing at full volume, so I don't want to get my video copywritten by mistake. But in case that happens, any and all music heard in the videos I record on Buell Street goes to its original owners, and no copyright infringement is intended by any means, because I don't like stealing. I'm no thief. So, I mean, if those who own the music or the rights to the music wish to claim the video, they're welcome to. All I ask is just keep it up. Keep it to where it's viewable. I don't care if y'all claim money for it. That's fine by me. I'm not doing these videos for profit. I'm doing it for a hobby only. So, yeah, I'm looking at you, FTC. I've never done YouTube as a way of making money. I've only done it as a way to post videos of things I love and things I'm interested in. And I do that on a hobbyist basis. It's non-for-profit on my end. I don't do YouTube to make money. I don't make videos to make money. I make videos because I like to make videos and because I like recording what I'm interested in. That is why I, and probably quite a few other YouTubers, do what we do. Because not all of us do YouTube for profit. But aside from that, I didn't mean to ramble on to that. But now, as you can see, we're starting to go below the track level. And in fact, if I zoom in, it's going to be pixelated, but yeah. So y'all, you can see how the roadway drops, and there comes BNSF across the other bridge there. In fact, the part they're on now, I think, has been replaced recently. It's been completely rebuilt from the ground up. It's a coal train there. Either an empty or loaded coal train, I don't know. Engine numbers are 8419 and 9298. Battery life on my phone is at 65%. In terms of the date, it is Wednesday, November 27th, 2019, 12:50 p.m. I'm also doing that because I don't know when I recorded that other walkthrough. But in a minute, I think you'll be able to see it. I can't guarantee it. But as we get lower down, you'll see the left-hand roadway should become visible. And there's actually something neat that I want to show y'all once we get to the bottom of the bridge. I'll see if I can jog. I can't guarantee the footage will be stable though, so prepare for shakiness now. And I apologize if I'm out of breath after this. Yeah, here we are. Also, from there to there, that's a steel beam. A riveted steel beam, and look at how huge that sucker is. That's remarkable. And there is the left-hand roadway. It's on the other side of the bridge. Oh, by the way, don't look down. Too late. Just did. Also, that coal train is slowed. But yeah, on my first visit up to Memphis 6 years ago, I never got to this portion of the bridge. I stopped pretty much right before you'd start going down. And I walked back. So, yeah, once I get to the bottom here, if this train is still out here, y'all might be able to see it crossing. How about that? Oh! Speaking of which, Oh Lord, yeah, I have plenty of time. Hello. It'd be nice if I had like a gimbal or a stabilizer or something. But I'm essentially walking through what it could be described as a labyrinth. A labyrinth of steel, rivets, beams, columns, whatever. But you can see where BNS, Burlington Northern Santa Fe, has basically rebuilt the deck truss portion of the bridge from the ground up. So once they're off the bridge a certain ways, they can speed up and blow and go. Again, you can see the roadway there on the left-hand side. It's no longer used for anything except a landing for railroad ties, as you can see right there. Some of the railings, I think, actually have been dented severely due to falling ties and other debris. This is actually, I think, the second or third train I've seen cross this bridge. I haven't been able to be on this one when anyone's been crossing this one though, which is unfortunate. But oh well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm probably just gonna jump cut. See y'all when I'm out of breath. Hey. See, I ran a good bit from where I was last live. So we're nearing the end here. I'll show y'all what I found interesting. Also, I've been dealing with a really bad sinus infection, so sorry if my voice is raspy. Just glad these coal trains are over a mile in length. But yeah, there's where cars would have driven onto the bridge. Now, before you ask, they actually would turn and go around underneath the bridge here to the other side. Yeah, there's the coal train. And here, right here, that is the only surviving portion of the original roadway on this bridge. That's the only bit of wooden roadway that's left. Here's the other side of the roadway going up the bridge. There goes the BNSF coal train. And my friends, we are now in Arkansas. Well, boys, we made it. My word, bless his soul. Bless his soul. I tell you, I hate it that there's not enough room for people who don't have a home. That always upsets me, seeing people having to do that. But it's something I want you to see. The bridge, the roadway, here, it starts to climb up like what you'd see on a modern day interstate on-ramp. Also, there you can see center of the frame where some of the railing has been severely damaged. You can also see where there's ties that have been jettisoned off the railroad portion of the bridge and have landed on the auto portion of the bridge. But there's the BNSF portion of the bridge. Now, as you can see, I don't know if I'm right on this, but it looks like they came in and completely demolished the original deck truss portion of the bridge, all of this until about the main part that crosses the river, and then they completely rebuilt all this, because this all looks brand new. I don't know how new it is, but it looks new enough. But yeah, I think that's going to be the end of this stream. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Sorry if it took about 22 minutes out of your lives, but yeah, that's pretty much the end of this stream. And as you can see, I've got a long walk ahead of me to going back. So I will see y'all later.